Greetings, viewers. Thank God 2009. It's early in the morning. I just got up, so I'm feeling kinda, you can say tired. Just trying to wake up more. But either way, that's not the point of this video. Let me show you what this video is about. Here I have is the Dell Inspiron 5520, aka the laptop that mysteriously shut down. Apparently last night I was able to fix the problem, and the mysterious shutdown finally went away. Usually this thing would shut down after maybe about 1 minute, 5 minutes. It depends. Dokase Toxic Wolf said his is shut down on him after 10 minutes. But after I fixed it, I didn't see it shut down at all. It went past a minute to an hour, then to 2 hours, and then you get the point. I left it sitting on the charger, didn't shut down at all, mysteriously shut down at all, so that means I fixed it. Now, how did I fix this? Well, simple. As you saw in the diagram below, the CPU was the main culprit. Now, does that mean the processor was shot? No, the processor was not shot at all. I took it out of the socket, cleaned it, thought it was dirty, reseated back into the socket, and locked it tight. I kind of figured the processor was not getting good contact with the motherboard, and when the processor is not getting good contact with the motherboard, after a certain period while it's running, it cuts right off. I know it doesn't make sense, but let me tell you this. Like, when you have the CPU has different pins, okay? Every processor is different, but when the CPU has many pins and it's seated into the socket, and you they have either in a laptop they have that that flathead style locking mechanism. You would use the flathead screwdriver. Come on, stupid camera, focus. Right. That flathead screwdriver, you would take it and you would lock it. It will let you lock the CPU in. And what's going to happen is, as soon as you try locking the CPU in, the metal inside the socket will come in contact with the pin, creating good connection, and it gives power to the CPU. Now, if the CPU is not getting good power, that could mean that the socket is not tightened, or it's not, locked properly. You just have a loose connection, and therefore when you turn the computer on, it will have power. The CPU will have power for a split, maybe 3 minutes, 5 minutes, or 10 minutes, but then after that it just loses it, because either the laptop is being moved around too much, or it's just losing connection inside the pin. But again, another thing could also cause it is dust interference. That would prevent this. That would prevent the CPU from being detected on the board. That's another thing that can cause this to happen. But in either case, I was able to fix it, and as you can see, doesn't matter what I do, It won't mysteriously shut down anymore. And even if I move it, right? Even if I move it, it doesn't shut down at all. Usually it used to do that, but not anymore. So the culprit here is our CPU. Now, let's say the processor was shot. Well then, yes, it will still, then I would have no choice but to replace the processor on this particular computer. And the problem with replacing the processor is it's money. It costs a lot of money. Core i5 and Core i7, yeah, this thing goes up to Core i7. Core i5, Core i7, it's a lot you're asking for. So, and the good part about it is this is a third generation of Intel that's running on this laptop. This is a good laptop. I don't know. I'm pretty sure some of you in the comment sections are probably going to tell me, "Oh, throw that computer away. It's not worth doing anything to it and all that." Well, I've got to tell you something, guys. I have soft spots for Dell because I've worked on their computer before, and it's easy. Really, I had no issues with working with their computers. HP, I never really liked them, so I really don't have any sentimental attachment. Lenovo, yeah, I got somewhat of the attachment there, but this Dell right here, I actually love them. And I didn't want to, so a part of me is like, don't throw it away, don't get rid of it, keep it, because you never know when you'll find out what the real problem is. You might find that answer, and, well, look, couple of, 1 month passed, and I already figured it out, and look, it's working again. And as we can see, it's past 10 minutes. It's actually still running. I haven't seen any sign of shutting down. And yes, the CPU, yes, it's getting a little warm under there, but it's not that bad. It's at normal operating temperature like it should be, but still. Yeah, I don't see any significant change, so it's gonna be fine. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this video. So in case if anyone out there is wondering why their computer is mysteriously shutting down, a couple of things can cause it now. One is overheating issue. If it's an overheating issue, you better clean out the heat sink, because that's where the dust gets clogged up, and clean out your fan, because otherwise if you don't clean out your fan, what will happen is over time dust will get clogged into the fan. It will slow down the rotation of the fan, and not only that, it will overwork the bearings to the point where the fan will completely burn out. That even includes in a laptop fan. You may not believe it, but it's the truth. Also, small heat sinks, which is also in laptops, they intend to get clogged. It's best you clean it after, I say clean it once a year. It's for the best. If you want to stop the overheating issue, clean it once a year. I do it. I do it to this computer. I done it to many laptops just to make sure that, they're running again. They'll last a long time as long as you take care of it. But let's say it's not an overheating issue. If it's not an overheating issue, then you may want to look into the hardware that's going on in the system. A couple of things could cause it, like it could be a bad ground. If it's a bad ground, that means you may want to start binding areas where the bad ground is, like check on the body of the motherboard. Well, no, not the motherboard, but the body of the laptop itself. Or check on the motherboard and see if the contacts are really bad. If it is, perhaps soldering might work. It depends. But another thing is also check something basic first. The simple, like make sure in a laptop, make sure your DC connector is connected properly, because if it's not, if it's losing connection, sometimes that could cause it to shut off. As long as, well, actually no, then it will go into battery mode. But if, let's say the battery is not in the laptop, but you only just if there's a problem with the DC, then you will see the computer will completely shut off. Don't worry, this computer is just falling asleep. It's just died. But anyway, that will cause it. But if it's not the this DC port, then the other thing that could cause it is something like, as I said, a loose CPU socket. Just check the CPU, wiggle it around a few times, or unlock the socket, take the CPU out, just blow on the pin just to make sure there's nothing on there, nothing is going in contact. Also blow inside this socket too, because sometimes whatever's in there can actually be freed, and that should go from there. And then put the CPU back in, retighten the socket. And by the way, also note, if the thermal paste on the processor is old, I suggest clean it up, put in a new thermal paste. You can get thermal paste directly from Best Buy or any local store, or online if you wish. Any thermal paste is gonna be fine. And put the heatsink back in, and hopefully everything will work. Now, let's say that the CPU is no longer the problem. Then yes, you have a problem with the motherboard, and chances are you may have to take it to a laptop repair board shop, where they'll find out if there's what's causing it to short out, because a couple of things could cause it to short out, like a bad capacitor or something like that on the board. But other than that, those are the only thing that could cause it to go bad. But those are it. Those are your answers. And also, if you have bought this laptop fresh and early, and it's giving you a mysterious shutdown problem, if this laptop has a warranty, I suggest you take it back to wherever you purchased it from, and tell them that, hey, this product is a defect. They should give you another one for free. If they don't, then they're not following their store guidelines. So I suggest, if you got this early and it's still brand new, take it back to the store. Tell them that it's defected, and they have no choice but to give you another one. That's part of the job. Now, let's say that those come on. Now you know I'm trying to wake up. Let's just say that it's been past a couple of days whenever you could take it back to the store, and you can't take it back no more. Again, the product should be under warranty. If the product is under warranty, that means you can contact Dell and have them take care of it. Now, Dell, they should not charge you a dime for this kind of problem, unless you opened it up and tinkered with it. If you opened it up and tinkered with it, then it's going to cost you money to get it fixed. And nobody wants to go back and get that fixed from Dell. And that's why people rely on the repair shop to fix it. But as long as you didn't open it, take it to tell Dell that they should replace this product, and they'll do that. Now, if they charge you for just the shipping, that's fine. But for the product itself, no. If it's under warranty, they should not charge you anything at all. I kind of find that I find that kind of ridiculous. I think they should be a bit fair on that one. If the product is not working and the customer did not tamper with it, the replacement must be free. That's the way I roll. But either case, this was a fun mystery project, and I'm going to tell you, even though this gave me a very hard time figuring out what was wrong with it, it's now been resolved. And so this is the end of the mystery shutdown. So now the computer is working in normal operation. It's happy again, and it has a genuine laptop charger, the Dell laptop charger, not the HP. And you know what? All it needs is a good owner, and I think It will be just fine. Anyway, if you have any questions, leave it in the comment below. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you wish to subscribe, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to subscribe to Duke is a Toxic channel. Help him get many subscribers, whatever. And never miss another video. Alright. See you later while I enjoy my cold drink.